Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Sote, or you can call me anything, up to your interpretation. I've heard a lot of people say different things. Mr. Sote, Mr. Saute, whichever is you prefer. Doesn't really matter. Anyways, thanks for joining the stream. Yeah, we're just gonna be spending some time drawing, chilling together. So just sit back, relax, and if you want to join along, follow along, of course. Well, today I thought we might try to just do a bit of studying on art. I'm not very good myself, but I do try. I'm not very good myself, but I do sort of try to learn a bit more. And what I've been studying recently is a book by this Korean artist named Rock Ki Kim. I'm actually not sure if that's how you say his name, but it's something like that. Let's just get rid of all these. Yeah, his name is Rocky Kim. And yeah, he's just a fantastic artist. But at the same time, he's got this fantastic book that teaches all about anatomy and, all this good stuff. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to go through that. Now just not sure if my capture is working properly, or maybe I've done something wrong here to get the automatic capture cursor. Let's see if it works. I'm going to just a bit of a sketch right there, and it should pop up. Good, it does. Alright, I was worried for nothing. Okay, let's get started. Yeah, I'm just looking at this reference, but for some reason it's not showing up on the program. Actually, it's because it's in subview. But I actually don't know if I want to show this because it actually does contain a bit of well, let's just, it's fine. Let's just get into it. Right on into it. Let's see. So, yeah, this he's got a great book. I don't even know what it's called. It's like if you just look up Rocky Kim online, you're probably able to find a book in Korean. It's all about anatomy. Not anatomy, actually, but how to draw anatomy, how to draw the human form. And it has probably been one of the most useful art books I have ever read or learned from. And I can't say that about many art books because I've tried looking up different art books, but they've all been sort of letdowns. They've all been sort of letdowns because all of the art books I've read before, they don't help out too much. There's books like how to draw this, how to draw that. And I think whenever I see a book that just says how to draw, from that point on, I just kind of get turned off by that, because every book that I've tried to learn from that said how to draw never taught me how to draw. I don't know, they just sort of It's just such a watered down version of how to draw, and doesn't really give any really lasting tips. But as you can see here, I'm already, I'm starting off with a box, and a lot of times well, maybe there is a lot of times, but I haven't read any books that sort of begin with, hey, you want to start off by encasing everything in basic shapes. Oh, I've always been told to start off with a circle and to then move on to, you know, maybe like a triangle for the chin, and so on and so forth. And then you go on to a, what is it, like a, then, oh, you draw the eyes here, based on, what was it again? They based it off of, like, what did they base it off of? They say, hey, you, yeah, that's right. They say, hey, draw two circles, you know, and the distance between the two circles is one circle in between of equal size. And then they say to draw the eyes in there, and then, you draw the nose, maybe a bit halfway down, and then the mouth, another bit halfway down, or maybe a third down if it's a little bit more complicated than that. And then, then it's it. You got the face and stuff, but it never turned out well. And it just always got on my nerves how the way those books would teach, it didn't give me any progress. It was just left me frustrated all the time. And yeah, so I've never had a very good experience with art books, except for this one. This one just, wow. The way this one teaches is that, you begin everything in basic shapes, cubes, circles, spheres, I mean. What else? Well, stuff like that, basic. And then from there, you move on to figuring out the points of where everything's connected. For example, the shoulder joint where the connects to the arm is right here, and on this side of the rhomboid, no, cube. Well, it's not even a cube. I don't know what the word is, but yeah, it connects there, and then maybe it's a bit distance down like this, and the hand is here. And you can imagine the collarbone is here, and it's connected here, and the collarbone on the other side, going to the other one, around there. And it ends up everything being proportionate, everything being just correct, and it just works, I'm going to move the stabilization down. There we go. It just works that way. And, maybe there are people out there who have used those how to draw books, and they've really learned from it, or they've, that's like their Bible for drawing, right? For me, it just never worked out. I don't know why. It just wasn't for me, I guess. And that's the thing. Everyone can also use different teachers, right? Not everyone's the same in that aspect of, everyone learns perfectly with this one method. No, not true at all, right? So everything begins off with simple shapes, very, very basic lines and such. Okay, now we're going to make a new layer. We're going to move in maybe, yes, blue. And now we get into the bone structure. And, when you think of bones, you don't necessarily think, oh, that's what I want to be doing right now. You don't think to yourself, hey, I want to be drawing the skull and the rib cage, all the intricate detail lines. You don't necessarily think that. You think, oh, bones, like what? Just let me get on to drawing the fun stuff, the cute anime eyes and the nice body and cool clothes and so on and so forth. Bones, I don't want to draw that. Although, of course, there are some people who do enjoy that kind of thing. Find it very cool and aesthetically pleasing, which it is, honestly. But it's just bloody difficult, Just bloody difficult to draw the skull. But anyways, you can see here I'm not even doing like a very detailed version. What I'm doing is I am actually just doing another basic shape, but as you can see, I have all my sort of guidelines in place where everything is going to go, where everything is connected, and so that the body doesn't appear as some jumbled mess that I put together by following this tutorial that just taught me how to connect lines and not actual body parts together. Because that's the thing about drawing. You gotta know about this subject you're drawing. You gotta know about it. And that way, when you draw it, it will have much more depth and life to it. You certainly won't end up as disappointed as, you can often end up as when you're drawing. That happens a lot. A lot. But that's only if you don't know what you're doing. That's only if you are just following very shallow instructions of how to put certain lines together and such. Okay, so we got this rib cage here, very basic form of it, as well as the hip bone. What is this even called? Just the waist, I guess. But yeah. Okay, but now we're going to add in the bodily form from this, and because it's to the bones, everything's going to be connected now. It's like if I just started with the body, then I could have ended up putting certain things in the wrong place. The arms and stuff could have been way too low or something like that. I don't know. Just a lot of errors can pop up when you don't have the basic structure underneath. Anyways, that's the philosophy of the book, and that's my philosophy, which I've adopted from it too. So that is the way it is. I've always had the error of drawing ladies' arms too thick all the time. Always appeared too muscly. And it was a strange thing to kind of break out of that habit. Even now I still have that habit of just drawing the arms a bit too thick. It was strange, because it's like, well, okay, all I need to do is draw it thinner. Even now I'm kind of drawing a bit thick, I believe. Anyways, I could be drawing it thinner, but I don't know, it's just hard to break out of that shell somehow. It's hard to break out of that shell. Okay, so there we have the arm that's holding up the leg or reaching down for it. thinner on this side because it's further away. There you go. And the hand over here. Again, simple shapes like kind of sausage fingers for the fingers like that. Very basic. Just allows me to get a general idea for now. And onto the chest here. And also, I think I have the issue of drawing the chest too big. I mean, too wide. A bit too wide. But I don't know, we'll see. I'm still learning, so it's still just a learning process for me. Now here we have the stomach. Belly button goes in a bit. Pubic part comes out. There we go. I think some of the hardest muscles to draw are in the this stomach area. I always have trouble with those. Okay, now we've got one leg here and the other here. That's good. Bringing down the thighs. Again, same thing with the legs. Always drawing them too thick. They can be thinner, but I don't know, I guess there's just some kind of conditioning in my brain that, you know, I just gotta like draw it to this thickness. But then when I do, it's like, oh wait, it's way too much. Although maybe from others' perspectives, it isn't all that thick. Who knows? Yeah, I brought out this leg a bit too much, actually. It's actually going back a bit. Just going straight down like so. That's better. Knee is right here, bending here, and going straight back. And the foot right here. Feet also. I cannot draw feet for the life of me. Oh my goodness. I haven't really learned hands and feet yet. It's some of the most difficult and tedious parts of drawing. But then again, you know, if you're a real artist, I'm sure you would put that dedication in. As you can see, you know, I'm just following my really, really basic form that I set down for myself, and already you can see a lot of fluidity, you know, a lot of, you know, my proportions and everything aren't off everywhere, you know, it's one side is not like off angle and whatnot. Everything is working out fine. Okay, great. So that's good. And finally, the final layer in black. Now, what face do I want to give this lady? I do want to try drawing the face. Let's also lower the opacity here of these guys. Oh, that's a bit too low. Can't see a darn thing like that. Let's see here. Let me look up some stuff. Let me look up some reference. Whoops, sorry. Girl's hair. do find it quite interesting that if you look up girls' hair in North America, you'll get all the Caucasian hairstyles, which are often always curly and long, braided, which is very beautiful. And then you go to, like, if you're in Asia and you look it up, you get very straight, very clean, or even short hairstyles. Not much curly, really. And I think that's very fun, just to see the wide difference in styles and preferences. The interesting thing is when you draw curly hair in sort of anime or cartoon style, it looks very beautiful. I mean, it looks very beautiful in real life, but there's a different aesthetic when you draw it somehow. Just looking here for a nice hairstyle. This is a Korean one. Very curly. Yeah, and if you see curly hair on Asian girls, most likely they've curled it. Not natural, but still very beautiful. Let's maybe grab, and particularly for Asian girls, they always part their hair in the middle, which I always find interesting. Let's take this one then. And I'm going to open it up here. You won't be able to see it, but you'll see the drawing that comes out of it. Okay, so let's first do the eyes. I don't know what kind of eyes I want to give her. Just normal, basic anime eyes. Let's see. Oops, why is that pink? Let's lower the opacity for this too. I don't want it coming off too strong, honestly. Very basic, wide-eyed, almost looking like they're in shock. Basic. Thick eyelashes. So, eyes too. I don't know why I have such trouble with them all the time. All the time. Like, not even just, oh, now and then. Oh, it's kind of hard. No, all the time. I have trouble with the eyes. All the time. I don't know why. Why is that? Well, this is because I don't practice. This side should go that way, yeah. Bit lower. Bit lower. There you go. Come on, Sam, you can do it. That's hard. Oh, and the top is not right. It's not an oval. It's like well, it is an oval, but it's like a very long sausage or something. Doesn't look good. Oh my god, that's a terrible shape. Oh, see, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. Why can't you do this? Come on. Come on, Soat. Why can't you do this? That's a bit better. Maybe. I don't know. You know what I'm doing wrong? Or you know what I'm doing different? is I am getting way too close in. Like, I'm not one for small details, honestly. I would much rather get out a bit and do it from here. Oop, and I'm gonna increase the size of my brush a little. That's a bit better. Okay. Let's try again. And I'm also one for more simple lines, you know. There we go. That's a lot better. That feels much more natural to me, you know, just simple lines. There we go. Just kind of recklessly. Not recklessly, but a bit more uninhibited. And let's lower that a bit actually. It's a bit high. There we go. The other side. No, but anyways, the one problem I do still always have, you know, whether I draw big or small, whatever, detailed, etc., is that I can never draw the eyes on the same level. It's very difficult, you know, so you always have to flip, right? Which I'm going to do now. You flip it and it's a little bit high. Is it high? I can't even tell. Let's leave it for now, and honestly, when the face shape starts coming out, that's when the eyes will show you if they are in the wrong place. Right? It's up to the face shape, really. So let's do the face shape. It's very simple, honestly. Doesn't need to be crazy. You know, this is a study. This is a study, man. This is a study. I don't need to be taking this so slow. Actually, I should be moving at a much faster pace than this. My goodness. The nose a bit high. Let's try from there. Bit of a ooh face. Ooh. Bit of a cute little mouse cat thing, and also the double eyelids, of course. My goodness. If you forget that, you just committed a cardinal sin. Bit of ooh face. Very cute. Very adorable. Okay. Let me flip that again. I wonder if there's a shortcut. Okay, I think that's right. It looks okay. But this line is a bit out of place. I'm just gonna do that. That's better. Makes it look more natural. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the hair. My goodness. Also eyebrows. I've always had a thing for these like thick eyebrows, like, you know, like Shiba Inu eyebrows. Oh my god, they're so cute. Holy cow. I think I'll just keep it that way. See, I like that. Just spontaneous. Just got these straight, well, not straight bangs, but straight cut bangs. I don't know. I know nothing about fashion. My goodness. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna care about it. I need to get this done, man. This is a study. I'm supposed to be focusing on the anatomy. But of course, drawing the learning how to draw the face is important too, obviously. So I guess it's not all that bad. But my goodness, I'm just taking way too much time with this. Like her hair's all curly and it's flowing down like this, but like that, and this, and oh my goodness, that doesn't flow well. Yeah. Oh, hair too, so difficult. Everything. Everything is hard. That's life for you. That's life for you right there. Yeah, she's got that flowing hair down the side here too. I want to get that right. Is that right? I can't even tell. That's the thing too, is that if you don't practice enough, you don't have the right eye for these kinds of things, and you're just kind of like, does that look good? I don't know. It doesn't feel right, but whatever. I can't do anything much else about it, can I? You just keep swimming. Yeah, something definitely don't look right. I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones. Also, where the heck is she looking, man? Not supposed to be looking that way. She's supposed to be looking at us. Also, actually, no. I feel like she should be looking down at her shoes. That's more natural, but I'm a bit too lazy to change that now. Actually, that's fine. Ooh, my goodness, actually, the face is kind of long. Face is kind of long. Not gonna lie. Whatever. It's a study, man. Let's flip it. I don't know. There's something off. Something don't feel right. Don't sit well with my stomach. Something does not sit right. But let's move on. My goodness. That's the problem. You can sometimes end up with this like perfectionist attitude and you get stuck. You don't move on. And that's a problem. You don't want to stay there. You do not want to stay there. You want to keep moving. You want to keep improving. Alright? That's what you want to do. That's what I want to do. That's what you want to do too, I'm sure. I'm sure that's what you want as well. Just don't stay in that same place. Yeah, why am I drawing her arm? That's the thing, is that, like, you know, that's another thing too, man. It's that in these like anatomy books, they teach you all the muscle structures, and it's good. I mean, actually, anatomy books are like my favorites, but the thing is that they show all the muscles, and they're so contoured. You know, you can see every curve of the muscle and so on. And then when you draw it, and you draw it like that, they look like bodybuilders, even if you draw it thin. Like if you drew it all with the subtle lines and the subtle contour of the human body, you know, if you did it like that, yeah, everyone just looks like a bodybuilder, no matter how thin you're drawing them. And I've noticed that most, you know, anime artists or cartoon artists will just use very simple lines, right? And yeah, that's the way it goes, you know, for art, is that you can't draw completely from life, unless that's your goal, right? Unless that's what you're working at. But if you're working for like anime sort of style, you have to do it simple. You know, it's a caricature, and caricature requires simplicity and not just what's the word I'm looking for? Not just I don't know. Not just everything that your eye sees. You have to use your brain. You know, you got to use your head a bit. You got to use your imagination a bit. You got to use a bit of your own interpretation of life, I suppose. So that's why with hands, you know, even you can see now I'm not drawing them detailed, I'm just drawing smooth lines, right? Wow, that thumb is long. If she had a long nail, that would make more sense. But okay, onto the body. Why does the chest feel so big? Shouldn't. It feels really big. Hold on, cow. And when I say big, I mean wide. I mean wide. Okay. Maybe a bit more down to make him look more natural. I really prefer the more natural look. I do quite enjoy other people's art where it's like very, you know, out of proportion, but it still looks incredibly beautiful. But for me, I don't know, my tendency is to try to go natural and I wouldn't say realistic, but just more natural, I suppose. Let's kind of do this real quick. Yeah, I guess everything's looking alright. It's not so bad. Not so bad at all. Yeah, okay. Like so. Right. Onto the lower part of the body. There was one phase of mine where I would try to draw very straight, you know, so if, as you can see, right, here it's all curvy, right, but back when I wasn't as good at drawing and hadn't learned what I know now, I would just kind of do straight lines like this, you know, try to do it like that, which also helps because it helps you get it's good to start with straight lines, and I'm sure, I mean, almost everyone knows this, but in case anyone doesn't, it's good to start off with straight lines, you know, even if it's like a curvy part, it's good to just be like kind of like this, because it's actually going to help you later on to create that curved line better, because you actually have a very more you have a stronger grasp, right, on the direction of the lines and where they're going, you know, so it's not all that bad. Even now, you can see it coming out of me, like this knee part, right, it should be a lot more curvier, but I'm actually using straight lines because that helps me to, how do I say, I don't know, just it helps you to draw it better because you're understanding the direction of the lines better. You know, if it was just a curved line, you might be like kind of like, oh wait, oh, but that didn't look quite right, so maybe like this. Oh, but that also didn't look quite right. But if I'm doing like this, and it's like, oh, okay, well, I can change the angle of this line a bit better, and then, you know, it's more of a this shape if I change the direction of that line, and it really helps you understand a bit better when you use straight lines. That's the starting point, though. That's not the ultimate goal, right? But it's a starting point, and very helpful to do so. At least in my opinion. You know, don't always take the advice of the guy on online who just rambles. Just says whatever is on his mind. Okay, thigh going down, reaching this knee here. Little bump to show the kneecap. And also the legs, I think I can make a bit more smooth, not so I don't know, sharp. Onto the foot. So actually, if you just watch my process, you will be able to see, like, throughout the process, like, oh, he's not very good at drawing that, is he? But number one, by how it looks, but also by when I start using straight lines. That's just an automatic, like, oh, okay, he doesn't know how to draw that thing. Doesn't know how to draw feet. It's very straight, very lined. Whoops. Yeah, okay. The lines here make it look like she's wearing stockings, but whatever. I guess I should draw this too, just to kind of show that, this is the hip bone. Yeah. Should I just erase it? Let's just erase it. Honestly, just get it all out. Be gone. Lines that do not contribute to the overall drawing. Which includes this. Okay, well, not so bad. Not the best, but not so bad. Where's my mouse? Why are you disappearing? Why are you disappearing when you get on the screen? Excuse me? Hello? Hello? What are you doing? What are you doing, my friend? Little mouse friend, what are you doing? What are you doing, mouse friend? What? Okay, you're just a bit tired, eh? Didn't want to do so much work, is that it? Let's get rid of those lines right there. Also this knee line here. There we go. Lovely. Very pretty. Come on, excuse me. Why are you acting so finicky? Why? What's wrong with you? Also, goodness gracious, why is she sticking out her head so much? Maybe I should adjust a bit. Excuse me. Oh, this computer. Oh, this mouse. Oh. Testing my patience. There we go. I see it. All you needed was a little break, eh? Or a bit of a threat, actually. Okay. Let's see if I can carefully grab everything here. Just around everything that's not gonna move. And that's a bit more natural, wouldn't you say? Let's take a look back. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, she's not sticking out her head so much as before, which she was doing. There we go. That's a lot better. Let's bring this back. I need some guidelines. I always need guidelines. Can't do without my guidelines. Why is it white? There we go. It's a lot better, and give that beautiful flourish for the hair. Just swirly. Woo! That's fun. But no, I want it a bit shorter. I don't want to be so extravagant about it. For me, I find more beauty in the subtlety of things. I know that in a lot of anime styles, you will find a lot of art that is very extravagant, very detailed, and I do appreciate those. They're very beautiful, but for me, when I see like a simple line art, like even it doesn't need like shading and stuff, I mean, it certainly adds to it if there's shading, but even if there isn't, and it's just a good line art, I'm just like, damn, that's good. Like, ooh, why does she? What? What is going on? That do not look right. That do not look right. Why? Well, let's put it in. Maybe if we flip it, we might be able to see a bit of. Yeah. Okay. That's definitely off. This left eye is way too high. Way too high. So let's get you out of there. And fix you up. Is that right? Am I doing this right? No. What happened? It's become a monster. A little bit of inconsistency and everything falls apart. You know, just as the Joker says, you know, upset the natural order and everything becomes chaos. I think that's what he says. Ah, man. Maybe let's put the eye somewhere else. A bit closer to the middle. Woohoo, look at that. Look at that shape. So wrong. So wrong. Right, you know what? Let's just edit it a bit by erasing. Okay, that's good enough. Like, I'm not gonna spend so much time on this. I already did, but I'm not gonna spend more time than I already have. My goodness, I already spent too much time on this. Here we go. Lovely. She's not upset. She looks upset. My goodness, she looks really upset. But if you go close, she is giving us a smile. Can't see that from far away, but she is. So let's fix up this chin. Oops. Don't want it thick, I just want it to connect. There we go. Okay, that's nice. Alright, great. Off to an okay start, I suppose. Wow, that's funny. Her foot looks like she's got, like, I don't know, clown shoes on or something. Legs are quite long. That's good. That's good. Legs are long. Lovely. Who doesn't like long legs? Actually, I don't, but whatever. We move on. Oh man, this next pose is going to be tricky. This next one's going to be tricky. Okay. Let's go for it. Whatever. Who cares? Just get straight into it. Straight like so. I'm not on this layer. Okay. What I love about this guy too is that he teaches that, like, you know, you see how this box here is curved, right? I'm not drawing everything straight. Like, for example, okay, I'll show you right now. This person, like, this is their pose. There's from the side, right? And they're like this. You know, they're like that. And normally, if you drew it from the side like that, you would probably think, okay, well, it's easy. The head is straight like this, and then the chest is straight like this, and the waist and the hips, everything's straight, right? And then you can put the legs, well, they're a bit tricky because they're curved and in a different direction, but easy enough, right? No. This guy, my goodness, I love Rocky because he teaches, well, listen, that's not how the natural body functions. Like, yes, the head's going to be straight, but then the chest actually is always leaning back. The person is always this is how the body works. The chest is like this. Look at that angle. You're this much off from a straight line. And so if you have that much difference in how you are drawing, then of course things are going to look different. And then but this is the incredible part. The hips down here, they go this way. But okay, well, all right, easy enough to understand, but he explains it's because I'm forgetting the explanation. I'm so smooth brain. Hold on. Is because the chest is coming back like this, so the weight is here, right? So to compensate for that, the hips will also go back like this, right? Because if you were like this, and then you got hips straight like that, well, then your balance is just falling to the ground, right? But to compensate, the hips go back like that, actually. And that just, my goodness, see, that's the kind of teacher I wanted from those how-to books, right? But they don't teach that stuff. They don't teach that magical knowledge that changes everything, Okay, so yeah, anyways, we've got the chest there, and then the waist, like so, and like we said, everything's going back, and she's actually she's got like a lot of energy there going on right now, so it's going really back, like it's just boom, all the way back, honestly, like so, I might have exaggerated that a bit, but okay, doesn't really matter. We can fix it as we go along. As long as you have the basic structure down, you can fix things as you go along. Little small errors, little small parts where you're like, oh, well, not exactly correct. Like so. Her leg is going like this, actually, all the way back here. I'm going to draw it shorter this time, not so long. Not so long. I've learned my lesson. I've learned it. Knee is coming down like so, and look at that, I'm drawing it long. I just told myself I wasn't gonna, and I did. I did the thing that I told myself I wouldn't do. Ooh, what? No. Sorry, that's not right. I wanted to change the size of my eraser. There we go. Yeah, why are you going back to the brush? Okay. Good. Let's change the okay, yeah. I thought I went back to the brush again. What? Why haven't I changed my eraser size? Change size. What, would I have to go to 100? Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay, on to the bone structure again. Bone structure, and don't zoom in so much, Sam. Let's see here. Face. Very focused she is. Alright, and got the rib cage here. right. And then the hips, like so. Okay, great. Now we can start going into the details of the body. For example, this shoulder. Thin, Sam, thin. Come on, thin. Okay. Like that. Thin, thin, thin is key. Thin is key. Just gonna keep telling myself until I believe until my head believes it or something. Whatever is keeping me from not believing. There's that video online of a Chinese kid, and all the kids are reading the textbook, and he's just on each page he's just cupping his hands, and just from the pages he's just bringing his hands to his head, bringing all that knowledge to his head. Flips to the next page, does the same thing. And honestly, I feel like there's some truth to that. It's about the mentality. It's about the mindset. But also the technique, I suppose. And chest here, like so. This is a bit NSFW maybe, but the curve of the breasts is also very difficult to draw, which is why you can see here I'm using very straight lines to try to do that. Very straight lines, and it helps. It helps, really does. Okay, we got that hip area now. I feel like I've drawn that wrong somehow. Oh, it's always wrong. What's new? Something definitely not right with that, but I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep going. Don't mind, don't mind. As the Japanese say, don't mind, don't mind. Ooh, that foot also just looks like a, I don't know, a spoon, something like that. I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even want to know. Ooh, everything's wrong. Everything's wrong. That's okay though. That's okay. We keep moving forward. We do not be deterred by errors. We learn from them. So we go on, we move forward. We take a step back afterwards and we say, well, what could I have done better? What could I have done differently? That's how you improve. I feel like the perspective on this is all wrong too, honestly, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't mind, don't mind. Don't mind, don't mind. Eyes around there. Okay. And just for the heck of it, real quick, just because I'm kind of cute, but no. Okay. Okay, let's do the face. Let's do the same lady here that we've done on the side. She's got them very large eyes. Why am I zooming in so much? I told myself I wouldn't do that. Oh, I need like a set of rules like in front of me or something. Maybe a bit lower. Nose, lips, but it's kind of hidden, so it's fine. Then hair. Got those nice bangs. I like those bangs. Clean. 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 Like so. And her hair is just gonna flow, man. Just flow. Flow like a river. Yeah, just make it flow. Make it flow. Okay. Maybe her ear sticks out just a bit right there. And the rest of her hair is flowing down that way. Alright, onto the arms. Or the neck. Either way. Now here, maybe we can show a bit more contour. Because the shoulder muscle's in action right now. Although it's kind of hard to do. A bit difficult. That pink came out so weird. Well, that thumb also just don't look right. That hand is just awful. But that's okay. No one will notice. That's how I cope. I tell myself no one will notice. And then I notice it. And it's like, well, oh well. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Whatever. I'm gonna move on. I don't care enough. Because the thing is, right now, my focus is not hands. Focusing on the hand right now. It's not any specific body part. It's just the whole body in general. So that's what I'm just gonna keep focusing on. Honestly, I should just be doing simple lines. I don't know why I'm trying to be so clean about every line. I should just be going crazy, going ham. It makes it so much easier when I do that. Yeah, like that. You know, that's what I should be doing. It's gonna make my life a lot easier. Okay, almost done, almost done. This one I feel is gonna look a little strange at the end. Okay, cool. Yeah, that perspective, bro. It didn't work out. But I'm gonna adjust a little bit, just a little bit, like so. And hopefully that's gonna fix up what's pretty much wrong with it. Ooh. Drawing this part is hard too. Literally just like the sole of her foot, I guess. Like a shoe. It's supposed to be her foot. It looks more like a shoe. It don't really matter. Let's just draw in some of her hair. That is going to be flowing out. Should we have it all the way back? No, let's have it at the front. Okay, and let's see how that looks. Alright, let's get rid of the hair. Can't really see the body moving. And this one don't look right. Why doesn't it? Because this one don't look right either. It's being stretched up a bit, so. That line just looks terrible. There we go. That's better. All right, lovely. Let's clean up this line right here real quick. All right, well, I think this has been a very productive stream. Got a bit of the studying done. Let's actually make it smaller. I feel I have a bit of OCD about that. I love it in sketchbooks when like everyone is the same size. I don't really like it when they're different sizes. Makes me feel uncomfortable. I think that's kind of like a bit of an OCD of mine. I don't know. There you go. I think everyone's the same size now. Kind of want to kind of show the perspective that we're on here, because this thing is like, she kind of looks like that. Doesn't even help. Whatever, it's fine, totally fine. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me on today's stream. I hope this was an enjoyable stream, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Hopefully we can keep studying together like this, just chilling together, talking and relaxing like this. But this was a fun stream, so thank you all so much for coming. I hope to see you guys again very soon, and until next time, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.